Sometimes in life, you're deep in thought. And I ask myself, I say to myself, you gotta get out of your head. Get out of your head because there's no place to be. Sometimes you need to get out of your head. Because when you're out of your head, that's when you realize what the Word of God has said. But you got to get out of your head. I know it's easier said than done because, maybe people spend a lot of time in their own thoughts, in their own desires, in their own different kind of realities. Yes, I understand what it means when you got your truths and the truth and the truth. Because sometimes people's experiences are their truth and you can't dispute their truth. As much as you would like to dispute their truth, it's not even going to be any benefit. I guess you could say as long as they're not hurting anybody. But that's overrated too, because you may be hurting somebody. In your reality, you may be hurting your friends or family or even those other significant people that you hurt, not intentionally. I don't think there's anything intentional about it, but maybe some people in their own reality, they do intentionally want to hurt others. And yeah, I may have done it before in my life. I may have made bad decisions that really had a lot of collateral damage, they would say. But the fact of the matter is that if you're spending a little bit of time out of your own head, you may be able to realize that at the end of the day, you may be feeling a little bit better about yourself because you may have taken the time to say, hey, my actions has a reaction. It's like basic physics. Whatever action has an equal reaction, and it's good to be able to maybe plan ahead, kind of like a chess game. Life's not exactly supposed to be a game, but there are some moves that you have to make in a very logical, very, very intentional way that maybe you and those around you aren't going to feel any sort of discomfort that may come from those decisions that just might be a little bit of a bummer. And we want to avoid bummers if you can. It's the risk and the reward. You take a certain risk, you have to anticipate the reward. Is that reward for that risk? Is it equal? It's like the gambling scenario, like even Kenny Rogers says, you got to know when to hold them, know when to fold them, know when to walk away, know when to run. And you never count your money when you're sitting at the table because there's enough time for counting when the dealing is done. So stay focused on your task. And at the end of the day, or the end of your torture, or whatever, then you could look and see what has happened to you and those around you. So keep that in mind when you are deep in your head, deep in your thoughts. Is it causing you anxiety or some sort of bad effect when you're deep inside your head? Is it the very idea of having things go your way? Is it something that has taken its fair share of real estate inside of your mind, you know things aren't going to go your way. And if you expect to have things go your way, I don't think that's a realistic expectations. That's not a good sense of reality, because you need to live a life opened to whatever could happen, good or bad, indifferent, whatever. There's so many different kind of like scenarios, but you have to really be of a sound mind, and you may need to talk to somebody. You may need to be able to bring it to somebody, or call a friend, or even try to have a neutral person maybe to talk to and say, hey, this is where I'm at right now in my head. Because even like when there's for me, sometimes I might be really thinking about a girl that I saw, and then I kind of see at the surface her she's not super hot, but then when I kind of observe her actions and the way she deals in life and the way she does life, you can see that she has a heart of gold. She has a genuine love, a genuine kind of existence that's genuine. And yeah, when I try to engage in interaction of that female that is smoking hot inside and out, yes, I'm intimidated, and I try to carefully finesse that situation in a way that isn't going to make me look too eager or too much of a person that's just so yeah. I mean, that's the thing about being out of your head, because when you're in your head too much, then you just don't live life at the moment. You got to live at the moment, not like in a whole crazy way. I know that when you deeply think about being in your head, that may take up too much time of your life or whatever is happening. So it's just an encouragement to accurately, critically think and know when to be in your head and when not to be in your head. I can't emphasize that enough. So thanks a lot for listening to this kind of a stream of consciousness sort of thing. But if you learned anything, leave a comment. If there's anything that you could benefit from this, let me know. Feel free to contact me, and feel free to say if you agree with me or not or whatever. So have a good day.